Hello and welcome to Hedges Kitchen. This is Heather, my assistant today, and also my lovely wife. She'll be helping me out today, and we're going to show you how to make champagne chicken today, something that we love at Hedges. And
because it's champagne month.
Because it's champagne month.
And exactly why we're sparkles, right?
Yeah, sparkly champagne month.
Sparkly champagne.
Every day is sparkly champagne month. I'm going to be using Hedges champagne today, which is amazing champagne.
True champagne that comes from Champagne, the region of Champagne, where Anne-Marie, the owner of Hedges, was born and raised. Fantastic.
Anne-Marie was born in Champagne.
Yeah,
So
love it.
delicious champagne. I suggest trying it. Absolutely. So, without any further ado, I'm going to jump right into it, and we're going to show you how to make a champagne dish, champagne chicken dish that's going to be awesome for just about any occasion. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start with a boneless skin-on thigh and leg, and I'm just going to do the whole piece as one, and then we'll cut it later maybe to do some plating. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our pan. We're going to start with a cast iron pan. Or a regular pan.
Why do you like to use cast iron?
So, okay, cast iron is awesome. It's thick, it holds its heat really well, and it's cool. I just love it. It's heavy. So I'm gonna start with a piece of chicken, one piece of chicken, and we're gonna flour it lightly here. And
do you season your flour, or
yeah,
do you just use regular flour?
What I've done here is I've just regular all-purpose flour, and I went kind of heavy on salt and pepper in there. That's it. You know, just for this dish. And what that's going to do is it's going to coat it a little bit, and it's going to lock in the juices, and it's also going to enhance flavors. Also, it's going to help thicken the sauce a little bit in the end. I got my pan warming up here, and I'm going to use some butter. No, actually, if you want to put a little butter in there, just a good tablespoon or two in there. Our assistant winemaker, Wayne, makes butter for us. It's amazing butter. Only the best creams and local products, and delicious. I also like to use a little olive oil with my butter. This makes the smoking point go down a little bit, so it's not going to burn the butter as much, and your product won't get browned, overly browned, because of the solids in the butter.
And I think it adds a really nice olive flavor too. I mean, it imparts a nice flavor too.
Yeah, it has a nice flavor. What we've got is olive oil and butter in the pan. Make sure your pan's nice and hot. You want to hear noises when this is happening. If your pan is not hot enough, it'll just kind of sit there. That's not what we want. We want color, we want action, we want noise, and that's what we're going for here. We've got our chicken going. Other things I'm going to do with the chicken is we're going to do champagne sauce. So I'm going to use shallots. I love shallots. That's my favorite onion. And so once the sauce...
It's a little milder than a regular red onion.
It's a little more mild, yes. And we're just going to...
And definitely French.
So, shallots, I have a little bit of Dijon mustard, some parsley, scallions, green onions for the end, and mushrooms I'm going to put in there today too. Today I'm using oysters and cremini mushrooms. Very nice, local, delicious. And other components I'm going to use today are chicken stock and cream. This chicken's getting some good color on it, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it in the oven to finish cooking all the way through. Bone-in chicken takes a little bit longer than like a breast would, so technically speaking, 165 is your temperature that you're shooting for, and that should be the very center of the chicken, just to make sure it's cooked all the way around the bone. The juices coming out should be clear, not milky in any way. If you have a clear juice coming out of your chicken, that means it's cooked. So what I've done is I've chopped up some shallots, and I'm going to just toss these shallots into the pan, just to sweat them a little bit.
All right.
Again, Hedges champagne, amazing champagne, and you're going to get a lot of action going right here now. So what we're doing is deglazing the pan. All those brown little parts and pieces that are on the pan and on the sides of the pan are going to go into the sauce now, and that's just flavor.
Flavor town.
I was going to say that,
I know,
but I
it's
didn't
not
want to.
your tagline.
That's not my line. Once I get this going here, I'm going to just go right ahead and pop in some of my mustard
about
there.
2 tablespoons.
About 2 tablespoons, yes. I did about 3 tablespoons of shallot, 2 tablespoons of mustard, and we're gonna let this reduce down just a little bit. And then I'm gonna do chicken stock. About a half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup.
3/4 of a cup.
Yeah, 3/4 of a cup of chicken stock.
Okay.
And that's gonna reduce down some more. So we're going to go straight to mushrooms because these need to cook just a little bit. We don't wanna cook them too much. So next, I'll let this reduce down just a hair more. We're about halfway there now on the reduction. So I'm gonna add a little bit of heavy cream. This is gonna kind of pull it together and make an actual sauce out of it that's gonna be creamy and delicious. Salt and pepper on here. These kosher diamond crystal salt.
Melts really nice.
Melts into the food quickly. This is starting to look like sauce here, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit of parsley, just because I love the herbaceousness. Most underrated herb out there, parsley. You can see we're starting to thicken up a little bit there. This is a nicely golden brown chicken quarter there. And you want to make sure that you get this thermometer right down to the center there. And I'm reading 164. So that's perfect because we have carryover temperature. When you pull it out of the oven and it says 163, it's going to keep going up for a couple of minutes after you pull it out to 165. Just to finish my sauce right before the end, I like to put a little scallion. Little scallions at the very end. Kind of brightens it up a little more too. For this one, I'm going to add the chicken back in the pan just for a minute. And this way it kind of coats the chicken nicely and imparts that saucy flavor into the chicken. So I'm just gonna kind of let this reduce down another minute. I'm just gonna do a little bit of baby spinach on the bottom today. So I'm just gonna go like this. And I like to put mushrooms are like a big part of this dish for me. So I like to just get as much of that goodness on there as possible. Like that. And then we are going to sauce it. Oh, so delicious. And don't be shy. Get that sauce all over the place. All over. Champagne chicken. From Hedges Kitchen to you, champagne chicken and champagne for us.
And champagne. Excellent.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. May Champagne Month.
Champagne month at Hedges.
Cheers.
Cheers.